Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cootie and Marie Cannon.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast. I am Marie Cannon, and you may notice that Rob Cootie is not with us this morning. I am certainly bummed about that. We'll try to carry on in his absence. I think this could be a bit of a bumpy ride, so everybody strap in and bear with me as I try to get through this without Rob today. As you know, every once in a while, one of us isn't able to make the podcast for whatever reason, need a day off, traveling, etc. Usually it's me that's missing in action because Rob is the main man here on the MLM Solution. But today, Rob is not available. So I am going to try and step in and see if we can cover some great information for you and not get things too terribly confused and those types of things. So let's do the easy stuff first, shall we? First of all, I want to encourage you to check out our website, themlmsolution.net. That's themlmsolution.net. That website has everything we could possibly have to offer you. Rob has put a lot of time and effort into that website. I think it's looking pretty good. It's nice and consolidated and condensed and pretty straightforward. You can find all of the products we have available, information on upcoming live events, which we'll talk about here in a second, as well as access to previous podcasts. So check out the website when you get a chance, themlmsolution.net. One other thing you'll find there, also I want to mention, is a way to contact us. If you want to ask us any questions, suggest a subject for a show, give us some critique about what we're doing well or what we're not doing well. Let Rob know the fact that I should never be left home alone without him. He'd probably love to hear that. So feel free to do that at our website. And also look for us across all the social media platforms. You can find us by using hashtag the MLM Solution. That's hashtag the MLM Solution. And if you do go out and find us on the World Wide Web on one of those social media platforms, please do like, comment, share our information. We love to get our message out there. We love to be able to help you duplicate your business more. So especially if you're finding a podcast episode or one of our materials that we provide that have really been of assistance to you, let your team know, let others know that they can use it to help build their business as well. And of course, as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can register for notifications there by clicking that little bell twice. That way you'll get a notification when we go live or upload new content. So that's always a good thing to keep track of as well. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about today is our featured product. A lot of folks make one of four critical mistakes as they're building their business using the network marketing business model. Some people make more than four of those critical mistakes. So we created a information pack for you called 4 Critical Mistakes Most Network Marketers Make. And then of course, how to overcome those mistakes. If you're making those mistakes, you may be doing it and not even know it. So you want to take advantage of this product. Right now we have a limited time offer. This usually retails for $29.95. Today, we're offering that for you half off. You can get it for only $15.95. And you can find that at the number 4, criticalmistakes.com. Again, that's 4, the number 4, criticalmistakes.com. So check that out. That will be a really good one for you as well. And then the other thing I want to mention is our live event that we are working on. Rob and I have been in conversation about that. We're trying to figure out exactly the best way to put that together, whether that's going to be an in-person live event. There are still some challenges in different parts of the country and in different countries because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So we would really, really like to do it in person, because Rob and I both just love the energy. We'd love to be able to meet you in person and get you some solid training. But either way, whether we do it in person or if we do a virtual event, we would like you to pre-register for that information at this time. So you can do that either on our website, themlmsolution.net, or visit mlmmastersacademy.com. That's mlmmastersacademy.com. Now, when you go there, all it is a simple information page. Put in your information, take you less than 2 minutes to do this. Click submit, and you will be on our list. We will not be sending any sales emails or any of those other shenanigans, as Rob likes to call them. That we're not interested in doing that here. This is just a way for us to notify you when we decide what we're doing. There is a possibility that we may even be sending out a survey to make sure we're providing exactly what you want to see at this event. So if you'd like to have input on the event, you definitely want to go register. Provide us your information. We'll be emailing out information once we decide date, time, location, how we're going to do it, whether it's going to be live or virtual. But again, go to mlmmastersacademy.com, register there, or I forget. If you are one of the first 100 people who registers on the site and then does attend the live event, you will be getting special VIP treatment. That will include special pricing as well as special bonuses that will not be available to everybody else. So that's just the first 100 people. You have to be registered on the site, mlmmastersacademy.com, and then make sure you do also be one of the first 100 to get your ticket for the event when we make that available. All right, very good. I have to tell you, we've done episodes in the past where we've talked a little bit about public speaking, and I used to be one of those people around. I apologize. It's gonna happen because I'm not used to doing this all by my lonesome. So that's one of the things you could do for me, actually. If you're on our website, drop us a line, or on one of our social media channels. Let's do a hashtag bring Rob back, or don't leave Marie home alone. It's just not a good thing. Nope. No, sir, not at all. So let's see. What were we talking about today? I thought I had a banner for that. Oh, boy, trying to stick with the topics as well as keep track of what I'm supposed to be clicking so you see it on the screen. It's a little bit of a challenge, and found it. There it is. And for those of you who are listening to the audio, you're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so we like to put for our video viewers, people who like to go back, watch us on YouTube, those types of things. We try to put some information at the bottom of the screen in the ticker, or we pop up little images on the screen as we're talking. And I was having trouble finding the ticker. So today it is Monday, September 20th, 2021. Time is flying on by. And hey, I can blame some of this stuttering and stuff on being a Monday morning, right? You'll let me get away with that. Perfect. Okay. So anyhow, our topic this morning is we are talking about the MLM company as your resource, your network marketing company as your resource. Now, part of the reason we chose to talk about this topic is it came up in one of our conversations last week. We were talking about different resources you have available to you in terms of training, in terms of getting information, in terms of getting help. And we realized that one of the things we often overlook once we're in our network marketing business is the network marketing company itself. So, for instance, the very first time I got involved in a MLM network marketing company, I was introduced to it by a friend of mine. She had just gotten involved with a health and wellness company. She was excited about it. I was excited to see her excited about it. And she invited me to go to a meeting to learn more about it. So I said, sure, why not? I'll go, I'll check out anything, once at least. So I went, and of course I got intrigued and I ended up joining. Well, because that was the way I learned how to introduce people to the company and the products, and the mode of training that was happening. There were people local that were introduced to me as upline leadership. They were the ones I could go to for questions and those types of things. I never really thought about using the company as a resource. Like, it would never have occurred to me to think of calling the company if I ran into a problem, or if I had a question, or if I was stuck. As a matter of fact, I went into a different network marketing company not long after that, and the upline leadership I came in under disappeared like overnight. They were nowhere to be found. And I had questions and I wasn't sure who to talk to, because if you've been involved in a network marketing business for any length of time at all, you've probably learned that there's a back office, and you can monitor your volume and you can see your sales organization, but it's very much a one-way perspective that you have in the back office. You can see all the people that are beneath you, but you have no visibility on who your upline is. So if the person who brought you into the business hasn't introduced you to other upline members in your sales organization or your family tree, so to speak, you don't know whose line you're in if your upline suddenly disappears or drops out or is just becoming non-responsive. You don't know who to go to for help. And it never dawned on me, for example, especially in that situation, to actually call the MLM company itself and say, hey, this is Marie. Here's my, sales ID number. Can you tell me who's in my upline? I need to talk to somebody about how exactly to do this business. And even if the company wasn't willing to give out that information, they could at least pass it on to those upline people and have them get in touch with me. So information, privacy, some of those things, sometimes you can't get that type of information from the network marketing company, but they can certainly find a way to put you in touch with people who are in your upline, who hopefully will be willing and able to help you if your immediate upline for some reason suddenly disappears. So that's definitely one aspect of leveraging the network marketing company as your resource. I think the resource we're most familiar with when it comes to the network marketing company is informational materials. They make available a ton of information, mostly around the products. You have product descriptions, the ingredients, the efficacy, any scientific research they've done on it, benefits that it's brought to other people, testimonials oftentimes the company will make available. But then they also have materials as far as how to present the business to folks. Now, if you've been listening to Rob and I for any length of time here on the MLM Solution, you know that we very much advocate for leading with the business. You are a business builder. You are looking for other people interested in the business. You're not as interested in knowing all the nitty-gritty details about the products and becoming a product retailer or any type of product expert, right? Sorry, I had to wet my whistle there before I start coughing all over the place because I'm going to dry out. I feel like I'm just on this long-term monologue, and I'm not used to talking this long without some back and forth with Rob. So anybody else missing Rob today, drop me a comment and let me know, because I sure am. I'm sure you guys are too. So anyway, when it comes to informational materials coming from the company, Oftentimes, they will have things they suggest to all of their sales organizations, but a lot of the business building materials are going to come from the sales organization that you're within specifically. Like they're going to have their own business building system. They're going to have their own training plan. And well, I should say they should have. They may not, because sometimes you get into sales organizations and they're just kind of willy-nilly. They will only use what the network marketing company makes available when it comes to sales information to help you build your business. And that may not be quite enough. It may be a good start for you, but that's one of the reasons why we created our 5 simple steps business building system, because it's just the fundamentals that every business builder needs to do. And quite honestly, if you look at any business building materials that the network marketing companies are going to give you, you are going to see several, if not all, of our 5 simple business building steps incorporated in there, because it's the industry fundamentals. It's not a secret sauce. It's not something that, somebody went up on the mountain to an oracle and got the, golden tablets of exactly how to do this. It's just the fundamentals of how the business works and how to make it work for you. So of course, the network marketing company is a resource for that. And then of course, the back office. The network marketing companies always do provide you with some sort of back office, so you can track your sales organization, so you can track the amount of product volume you have coming and going. Oftentimes you will find in those back offices, they give you resources and material. That's where you may find that information on the details of the product. So there are things like when you're talking to someone about the business, if they're asking for specifics on one of the products, you can say, you know what? I don't know all the details about that because I'm a business builder, but let me send you this document. You can check it out. Or if they're part of your sales organization and they're asking product-oriented questions, you can direct them back to the company's back office to access that information so they can look it up for themselves, right? It's a little bit of that theory of, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he can eat for a lifetime, right? You want to teach your the folks that you bring into your sales organization how to do the business so they can find this information for themselves and kind of take care of themselves, feed themselves, so to speak, moving forward. So they're not constantly coming to you and asking questions, because it ends up turning into a bottleneck for them, because you're going to be busy with your large sales organization and pursuing other potential prospects or recruits. You may be working on doing internal training, sales events for your organization. You're going to be busy. So you don't want to constantly be interrupted by emails or phone calls or text messages asking questions where they can actually go find that information for themselves. So you always want to train your folks, go use that. That's a network marketing company resource. Make sure you take advantage of everything that they make available to you through your back office or through the websites. They may have different websites available for product information, for sales training information that they provide that you can make available to your team members as well. Or sometimes that product information, those websites can be made available to potential prospects who are interested in asking about those things. Because remember, as you're looking for other business builders interested in creating that increased income, that increased lifestyle, that time freedom, the same type of things that you are going to run into people who may not be interested in the business, but they're going to be more product focused. So great, give them the product information. Maybe they become a customer. That would be fantastic as well. And then, of course, there's every network marketing company has a customer service line. Now, this is one that's easily overlooked when you're building a business with the customer, because you're either a distributor or a sales member. It depends on whatever they're going to call it, but you don't really necessarily think of yourself as a customer. So you may not think of using that customer service line to help get answers to your questions as well. But that's another place where you can go. For instance, if your upline disappears on you and you need somebody to talk to in your sales organization, you don't know who that is. You call that customer service rep, or oftentimes you can email them. Sometimes there's even online chat available through different network marketing companies as well. You leverage those resources to get the answers to the questions that you need. They may be able to tell you things about upcoming national, international events they may have going on. Just don't hesitate to pick up that phone and call them. If you have an issue with a product, if you have customers who have issues with products, of course, you want to direct them to that customer service line. Don't become an interface between your customers and the customer service line at the network marketing company. That's not a role you want to get into either. So anytime you have somebody who has, maybe they received a product and it's damaged, they're going to call you because you're their connection to the company, right? You want to redirect them to that customer service, usually an 800 number, to get them taken care of. And then finally, touched on it a little bit already, but the sales and marketing. There is going to be sales and marketing type of things that your network marketing company will provide to you. Oftentimes, it seems like recently I've heard about more companies having national, international, even regional type events where they're coming in as the company to do training for their distributors out in the field. And they will also create kind of a prospecting event. They will create an event, usually in the middle of the day, if it's over a weekend, or in the evening, for all the distributors that are attending the event to invite people who they know locally to come hear from some of the company's top people. And it becomes a recruiting prospecting event for those people. So that's also an interesting thing to be able to take advantage of when it comes to what your network marketing company provides you in terms of resources. But as we talked about in one of our episodes last week, those events that your network marketing company puts on, you absolutely want to take advantage of. That is one of the most important resources, and that was kind of the catalyst for talking about a few other things around that as well. So for that event-centric information, go back and check out that episode from last week. But I think that probably covers all the information I wanted to share with you on that. So we talked about, the informational materials that your network marketing company can provide, the back office and all the information that's available there to you, the sales and marketing materials that they make available to you, either through the back office or potentially other websites, or especially at the live events that the network marketing companies do. But then the one key one that I think a lot of people forget about, that customer service line. Take advantage of them if you're in a jam and you need an answer to a question, your upline's not available, whatever the case may be there. So I think that summarizes everything pretty well. The next question is, what are we talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow's episode, I think, let me see if I can find it here again. There it is. Never put the cart before the horse. Optionally, I was going to name it Never Count Your Chickens Before They're Hatched. So obviously, we're going to be talking about something having to do with the barnyard. So come join us on the farm tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be talking about never put the cart before the horse, or don't count your chickens before they're hatched. You can probably guess that has something to do with don't project success, think you've achieved something until you actually have it. So join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Would love to see you there. And I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about at this point. So thanks for hanging with me. Sorry, Rob's not here today. Hopefully, actually, I don't think he'll be back tomorrow either. So you might be stuck with me, just you and me, for one more day. So hang with it. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a great Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Download our podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms. Visit our website at www.themlmsolution.net for additional important information, show details, and past shows. Follow us on Parler, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the get notified button while visiting our other social media platforms.